Welcome to ExamApp.
Today we are going to be looking at spheres and hemispheres. We can calculate the volume of a sphere by using the equation 4/3 pi r cubed, where r represents the radius, that is the distance from the centre of the sphere all the way to the edge. This distance is the same throughout the sphere. Let's try to calculate the volume of a sphere of radius 3 centimeters. The volume is equal to 4/3 pi times r cubed, so that would be 3 cubed. Making sure we abide by the rules of BIDMAS, we would have to do the cubing first, as that is an indice, so that would be 4/3 times pi times 27, and 4/3 of 27 would give us 36. So the volume would be equal to 36 pi. Depending on the question, you may want to leave this volume as an exact answer in terms of pi, as we have done here, or you may prefer to type it into a calculator, giving us a volume of 113.10 centimeters cubed when rounded to 2 decimal places. A hemisphere is simply half of a sphere. Imagine half of an orange. In order to calculate the volume of a hemisphere, you can use the same equation, which is 4/3 pi r cubed, but you can times through by a half. By timesing 4/3 and a half, we would see that the volume of a hemisphere is 4/6 pi r cubed. This would lead us to 2/3 pi r cubed, and you would use this formula in much the same way that we used the previous formula. You may also want to work out the surface area of a sphere. This would be like working out the area of peel on an orange, or the area of leather covering a football. We can calculate the surface area of a sphere using the equation 4 pi r squared. Let's try and calculate the surface area of a sphere of radius 5 centimeters. The surface area is 4 times pi times the radius squared, so that would be 4 times pi times 5 squared in this scenario. That would give us 4 times pi times 25. We made sure that we calculated 5 squared first, as we need to follow the process order of BIDMAS. This would lead us to the surface area being 100 pi. If you want to leave it like this, you can do, as it is an exact answer. Otherwise, you can type it into a scientific calculator to get 314.16 centimeters squared when rounded to 2 decimal places. You may also want to consider the surface area of a hemisphere. Well, we know that the surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared. So half of that would give us 2 pi r squared. That would give us the curved surface area of a hemisphere. However, we also have an additional face, which we can refer to as the base. Because the base is a perfect circle, we can work out its area using the equation pi r squared. So the total surface area of a hemisphere would be 2 pi r squared, which is the curved surface area, and pi r squared, which is the area of the base. Taking the sum of these two would lead us to a total surface area of a hemisphere being 3 pi r squared.
Find more tutorials, revision and quizzes at examapp.co.uk.